Hello and welcome to week 11 here in Psych Seminars. We're approaching the end of the semester here. This is kind of cool. So this week is sort of a carryover from last week, again following up, and I know that I need to get in touch with a whole bunch of you that have reached out to me about registering for next semester. I have a lot going on, so please be patient. I will be responding to you very shortly. So that continues this week, that kind of chapter 8, getting everybody registered and whatnot. Please feel free to send more messages to remind me and all that. But there is a special assignment discussion 4. And I can't imagine a more appropriate discussion to have this week, which is we're on the cusp of a national election, and I encourage you to go out and vote. Please do. The more people that vote, the more legitimate the outcome is. And but we take a look in Pinker's view about this nationalism and populism generally being promoted by the Trump campaign right now. Now, individuals have differing opinions about the value of that, but certainly there has been some fairly unscientific, I should say, perspectives that have been coming out of that viewpoint, and the idea that experts are not necessarily the most knowledgeable, which is really counterintuitive, somewhat anti-enlightenment, and Pinker does a pretty good job taking a look at that movement. This is not in any way the first time, and it's not the first country, and certainly the populist movement is gaining traction in other parts of the world too. And for enlightened thinkers, this is sometimes a little concerning. It's often concerning because history has shown itself that this particular perspective is not necessarily that good. So, what I'm asking you to do, however, in this discussion is to consider what's the upside of this? What would be attractive to this? Now, again, it's understanding the diversity of human beings, and that individuals would be attracted to this. Certain individuals would be attracted to this, and certain people would be repelled by this. So it's a great discussion to have this week, right on the cusp of an incredibly important national election coming up here. So go out and vote. Please do that. And this discussion will kind of straddle the election in the few days after that. So feel free to bring in some of those news items to this discussion. I certainly will be throwing stuff around and seeing how our nation responds to the results. And should be an interesting and for many a very challenging time. So that's it for this week, is just that discussion. Let's continue to make the effort to get in touch with each other if needed to do your spring and summer registration. Keep in mind that at the beginning of the class we did do that plan. For some of you, we only went as far as next semester or whatever. Feel free to register for classes. You don't need me. In fact, I can't register you for classes. You have to do that yourself. And there's plenty of time if I advise some sort of change to your schedule and you agree to that, then there's plenty of time to make those changes. So if you want to go ahead and lock yourself into some classes, that'd be great. Do you want to encourage you? There is a relatively new psychology class. Social psychology is being offered, so that's going to be a very cool class, and Roberta Santilli will be teaching that class, and I'm pretty excited to see if we can get that up and running. It's run once as an online class that I taught a long time ago. We're trying for a face-to-face class this time, So if you're looking for a good social science elective, one of the pathway electives, it's a PSY2XX elective. It meets a lot of those criteria. You'll notice on that document that I gave you that there's a choice between, there's one, it's abnormal or social psych. Whichever one you use to fill that, you can take the other one. So you can take both abnormal and social psych, and they'll meet that requirement where there's the choice, and the other one can be used to meet your requirement for the electives. Taking one of those two doesn't discount the value of the other one. So that's it for this week. Have a great week. Go out and vote. It's an important time. And I will see you next time.